I welcome the opportunity to contribute to this debate, and I'd like to thank Deputy Brady for putting it down as the motion down, and as Deputy O'Dea indicated, Fianna Fáil will be supporting this motion. Minister, this is an issue that you're well aware has been in front of the Committee on Social Protection for quite a while, and this debate is quite timely because you yourself have indicated that community employment is under review with an interdepartmental group. The Indecon report on LES and Jobs Club has been recently published, and JobPath itself, the natural run, is coming to a conclusion. So from that point of view, the report is timely. In your own particular opening statement, you've attributed a lot of the success in terms of the reduction in unemployment to JobPath. And I have no doubt that JobPath had a role to play in it. But the underlying cause was that we had a growing economy. We had entrepreneurs in this country who took advantage of an opportunity, a rising economy, and they created the jobs. JobPath may have had a role, and I don't disagree with that, in facilitating some people getting those jobs, but it was the economic conditions of the country that created those jobs, and I think we need to be clear on it. And you yourself have published loads of figures and so forth, but one of the points that is missing is you've talked about the number of people who have engaged with JobPath, those who are involved for so long, but nowhere have you indicated, which is in the motion that was put down by Deputy Brady, you haven't said how many people have maintained a job for a year or longer. That's not in your counter motion, and that's quite significant. So we can use the statistics any way we want. And in your own counter motion, you make reference to the fact the most decisive factor in an individual improving their economic circumstances and lifting them out of poverty is to secure employment. Well, that's not enough, Minister. It's the type of employment. Is the employment of a level sufficient? And JobPath, the people that we have met, the type of jobs they've got, haven't always, and in many cases, tied in with the level of skills and expertise they have. And there isn't that joined up thinking. So while JobPath has seen a significant number of people engage with them, the outcomes, the quality of the outcomes, the numbers you have given in a quantitative way, but the qualitative analysis of the types of jobs they've got hasn't been clear by any means. And there is no question, but while JobPath was being rolled out, it had a negative impact on other schemes like community employment, LES, all that were deprived of applicants. And I think that's a fair comment to make, and you may or may not agree with it, but all of those schemes found it more and more difficult because applicants were being diverted by and large to JobPath. So I think that's an important point to make. I was in the remaining moment that I have available to me, I just want to make one final point. In terms of LES, the Indecon report that was published very recently and made a number of recommendations, and I think one of them that should be looked at very, very specifically is where it refers to the long-term unemployed. And I think specifically, Minister, we need to look at areas that have sustained long-term unemployment, geographic areas with intergenerational unemployment. I think there is a huge scope for LES to develop its services there, and I note that the Indecon report talks about those programmes being funded on a multi-annual basis.